Hi, welcome to the Crypto Republic. Before we dive in, if you're serious about staying ahead in this once-in-a-lifetime financial shift, make sure you like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Republic. Welcome back, XRP Army. This is the Crypto Republic, your go-to channel for breaking crypto news, market insights, and XRP updates. Today, we're diving into a story that could shake the crypto world. Ripple has officially confirmed that XRP escrow rights are now available for sale. That's right. The company behind XRP isn't just unlocking tokens, they're opening the door for institutions, hedge funds, and potentially even government entities. And the implications, massive. We're talking about potential price surges, strategic partnerships, and a crypto market reordering that could rival anything we've seen in the past decade. Before we get started, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss a single XRP update. Let's break this down in plain terms. Traditionally, XRP held in escrow has been released on a schedule. Certain amount of tokens unlocks each month, keeping supply in check. But now, Ripple can sell the rights to receive these tokens before the actual release date. Think of it like a futures contract. An institutional buyer pays Ripple today for the tokens they will receive in the future. And the best part? This happens without altering the escrow mechanism or breaking any pre-existing locks. For example, imagine a company purchases 10% of the escrow for the next January release. They pay Ripple today, maybe tens of millions, and in 2026, when those tokens unlock, they get their direct deposit. Result, Ripple gets capital now to build its ecosystem, buyers locked in at a discounted rate, and the circulating supply is not impacted immediately. So the benefits to Ripple and XRP holders, why does this matter? Well, let's look at this from two angles, okay? For Ripple, immediate liquidity, cash to fund new projects, expand adoption, and develop XRP's ecosystem. Every dollar they deploy builds infrastructure, partnerships, and even more use cases, all of which can support XRP's price future. For XRP holders, every dollar they deploy builds infrastructure, partnerships, and more use cases, all of which can support XRP's price. For XRP holders, the escrow sale doesn't immediately flood the market with new tokens. Supply stays stable until release dates, no sudden dilution. Ripple still grows the ecosystem. When tokens finally unlock, the market could be much bigger and stronger to absorb them, potentially supporting higher prices. This is a win-win scenario, and the first time we've seen this level of strategic planning in the XRP ecosystem. So let's compare market caps and supplies. Now let's talk about market cap. XRP's total supply is 100 billion, but about 35 billion are in escrow, leaving 65 billion circulating. Vincent Van Cohn, a crypto analysis and early blockchain researcher, explains that Bitcoin's total supply metrics are misleading. Millions of Bitcoins are locked or lost forever, similar to XRP and escrow. Market cap is directional. It gives perspective, but the real value comes from understanding liquidity and adoption, not just raw numbers. So institutional adoption OTC deals. Here's where it gets interesting. Ripple isn't targeting everyday retail investors. They're focusing on institutional adoption. Hedge funds, banks, and large enterprises can now purchase future XRP from the escrow via OTC agreements. David Schwartz said Ripple can legally sell the rights to escrow tokens without breaking any pre-allocated locks. This opens the door for companies to secure future XRP at a discount today. Ripple gets funding now to expand the XRP ecosystem. Imagine a company locking in millions of XRP for release next year. They get a discount today, Ripple gets cash today, and the market impact is delayed. Everyone wins. U.S. government implications. Here's a jaw dropper. There's a mechanism called gratis vendor. It allows Ripple to gift XRP to the U.S. government without a traditional sale. Howard Lutnick, U.S. Commerce Secretary, highlighted how gratis vendor can provide products or software directly to federal agencies. This could mean XRP is used as a software infrastructure for modernizing settlement systems, or even as a treasury asset. Currently, the U.S. government owns about 7.8 million in XRP, mostly from seized criminal accounts. But imagine if that became major adopters or advocates. Even a small allocation could dramatically shift perception, adoption, and long-term price trajectory. Potential market impacts in ETFs. Let's talk numbers. Recent ETF launches for other cryptocurrencies show billions in inflows on day one. XRP's upcoming ETFs could see 2 to 3 billion in initial demand. With escrow sales already in motion, the ecosystem is primed for explosive growth. Dak Rector, crypto investment analysis at Canary Capital, notes XRP's open interest on future markets already exceeds $3 billion, signaling enormous institutional appetite. Price targets, analysts are eyeing $4.50, $5 and beyond, depending on daily closures and inflows. XRP supply is controlled, and institutional interest is high. This could lead to historic price momentum, strategic advantages, and future outlooks. What does this mean long-term? Ripple is strategically monetizing XRP without breaking escrow rules. Institutional adoption is rising. ETFs are on the horizon. Government involvement is possible. But the next few years, XRP could become a cornerstone digital asset, not just a speculative token. Analysts project triple-digit potential by 2028 if these trends continue. The question isn't just will XRP go up, it's how big will the ecosystem become before the next unlock. So how to position yourself. For holders and traders, here's the takeaway. Watch ETF launches and institutional escrow sales. Look for daily closures above $2.85 to $3 for bullish confirmation. Focus on long-term ecosystem growth. Adoption matters more than speculation. This is a once-in-a-generation setup for XRP investors. The next year will determine who gets in early and who misses out. So there you have it, XRP Army. Ripple has opened the door that could reshape the XRP market forever. From institutional adoption and escrow sales to potential U.S. government involvement in historic ETF inflows, everything is aligning for something monumental. If you agree XRP is on the brink of a massive breakout, smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. This is the Crypto Republic. We'll be back tomorrow with more updates, analysis, and breaking news that matters to your portfolio. Thanks for watching. Remember, knowledge is power, but timing is everything in crypto. Stay informed, stay strategic, and stay ahead. This opened your eyes. Again, smash that like button, ring the bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, turn on notifications, and most importantly, subscribe to the Crypto Republic, bringing you the truth about XRP, global banking moves, and the wealth transfer unfolding. Don't just watch history happen. Stay informed, stay ahead, stay in the Republic.